talk to her people, and she'll make that decision later. But Varia Boston and Breanna Stewart get things underway here in Brooklyn. Honor, and here she is making her 5th start, and she misses on that first attempt. Is named Eastern Conference Player of the Week, gets inside, can't get it to go. Ball gets inside, bodies her, good position, and lays it up in. Natasha Cloud tries the 3, makes the 3.
Natasha Cloud has been
behind Skylar Diggins for 8th all-time in the WNBA as Fibic gets to the...
Talking with Leone, making her realize, hey, you're not just a role player on this team.
Working on Mitchell. Turnaround jumper is good. Soft Featherston, and we'll get a foul on Niara Sabali down on the low block.
You've got to put crowds around Kelsey Mitchell and all of her speed and penetration. Extra pass, and when the defense is not set up, that's when the Liberty thrives. So you got to get back.
Gets inside the paint, steps back on her former teammate in Seattle, and the Liberty back up 3. And with the answer there is Mitchell. The Stewart gets inside, works on Sophie Cunningham, and gets it to go.
Got to put your hands up.
The Red Sea opens, and Breanna Stewart gets brought back on the 25th, not knowing where she's going to be. She said it was kind of weird coming.
Energy, and she's a pesky defender and an added ball handler when she'll that need. But now she's back and can also play alongside Caitlin at times too.
Get some kind of chemistry between the two. As Sab to stay here with Indiana.
Yeah, I'd imagine that Coach Stephanie White and perhaps Gary McDonald could help there.
Natasha Howard goes strong to the... Spent 2 seasons with the Liberty, 48 games, started this team as well.
Tough.
And a travel called here, and to your point, Roz, we all know what you could do from the perimeter. And there's the midi that was almost on cue.
An elite level.
Here's Sabrina from the corner. Oh, that ball Randy. That touch pass from McDonald to Cunningham. No good from that corner, and Stewie.
Without her this season, they should have that confidence coming into it. They've even won the commission.
Gets it to Isabel Harrison, and Harrison gets the friendly Barkley center roll.
Is one of the most important players for the New York Liberty. She anchors what they're doing. And then Sabrina Ionescu, Natasha Cloud. They had 4 starters that were injured throughout this season.
Great news for the Liberty as Fibic misses that.
And they're looking forward to getting JJ back.
Quick pull from Sabrina, and she knocks
her step.
Cunningham gets inside, no good, too strong. And Stewie, spinorama, a little out of control, lost her balance, but the ball already has 2 tonight. 100. Ionescu couldn't get that pass off in time. A shot clock violation. A season low in their last game against the Dream, as Dantas, who could stretch.
Energy, trust, and toughness. And they've really been able.
Maureen Johannes gets it inside to Harrison. Gets the birdie on Howard. Here's Ionescu. Gets around Lexi Hull and spins in the reverse. And here comes Johannes with 10 seconds. It goes out of bounds, shot clock off.
Tough playing and driving through it.
Ionescu with 2, puts it up. First quarter leading to their 8-point lead here as we head into the second.
Season for the Indiana Fever. Let's just call a spade a spade. There's been fights in their in the team at times. You've had injuries to multiple players in the roster, but obviously your superintendent told me before the game, she said, it'd be easy to separate, but instead we talk.
For Caitlin and the team, you know, not able to get as Natasha Howard gets that. Sabali the 5 for Sandy Brondello, as that hits the back iron. Pushes pace, gets it to Johannes, quick trigger, no good, a little. Fever came in first in field goal percentage, just over 46%.
And Natasha Howard's right behind her.
Breanna Stewart. Here's Dantas off the great feed from Howard, and she lays it up and in. Burke working on Hull. And Hull bodies her up.
Trying to put good habits and some wins and momentum together into the All-Star break is they're not.
Here's Stewie. Right to the rim. Oh, the Statue of Liberty. Donald kicks it out. Wide open look for Howard. No good. That was former Oregon Duck. And now Kennedy Burke gets tripped up down low by McDonald.
How the defense has to run out to contest her. Puts her at an advantage to attack. It's just exposure time.
Here's Burke. Oh, and her above the break.
Posting up, bodying a smaller defender because she's strong and big. A lot of advantages to exploit.
Great ball movement by the Fever, and it turns into... Breaks down Lexi Hull and hits the jumper.
And get others involved.
Johannes off the nice look from Stewie, tries to go over the head. Lead of the game, 11, and part of the reason for that is that woman right there, Sabrina Ionescu.
Back, you know, she admitted there was some adjustment period. So she's...
Gets around Burke, gets into the paint, around Stewie, and puts it in. Great move by there's Johannes. Right on cue, she makes a field goal from downtown. Kennedy Burke, as Mitchell couldn't get around her. McDonald finds Howard. She,
after having some good looks at the basket, defensively, the Liberty are locked intact. But right now, the Fever, other Fever players have not.
Wholesale changes coming in for the Liberty here is Mitchell. That was halfway down, along with Rebecca Gardner, who will see her first action as Sabali loses it there. 4 of 15 from downtown. Stewart gets to the cup, puts it in.
Game, 2 blocks. We've got time left in the second quarter, my friend.
Heading to the All-Star game in Indianapolis as McDonald missed a wing. That one no good. Both of those undercooked by Ionescu. And we get a whistle underneath. As, by the way, not only have the Fever missed their last 9 shots, Roz, they're 6 of 6.
Down players, down Caitlin Clark. You know, right now...
Thank you for that, Tina. And, of course, our thoughts and prayers go out to her brother, Daniel.
Taken up a notch.
Here's Mitchell. She gets fouled and hits the deck. That's that. See the ball and also see your woman that you're going... Misses that one. She's...
I remember when there were no fans in the crowd for us. I remember when arenas were... The words of Kelsey Mitchell pre-game, she said... I just try to remember when he got #1 pick, Caitlin Clark. And the rest has been history here.
Austin.
Emphatic block.
Points. She's got that block and a rebound as well as we get another whistle.
There's a role that I have to fill here, and I know exactly how to fill it.
She puts it up and in. Great work by Ionescu and Fibich to find the open. Mitchell, crossover around Ionescu, can't get that to go, but a foul is called. Their win in June, and Mitchell's averaging 18.5 points per game.
I mentioned the Fever are playmaking different, as Stewie, because you have to defend her for her passing ability. And there's her first field goal.
Mitchell, 2-woman game. Oh, and Stewart with the... And then an offensive foul as Niara Sabali gets called.
There are moments when Stewie's bringing the ball up as a point guard. There are moments where she's defending the puck, get to the free throw line.
Here's Fibich, top of the key, and she's true from... She's got 10 points. 3 Liberty players in wing 3 is good. And gets it back out. Boston dials up long distance. Her connection. Nice backdoor cut by Stewart. Even better.
Sabrina Ionescu finding Leonie Fibich for the 3.
We are back here in New York at Barclays Center, third quarter. And she is 5 assists away from a triple-double.
Working hard, making blue-collar plays and helping her team. Right there, setting. And Erin McDonald catches the defense way too sagging within the rhythm of the offense when you're open.
Stewie turnaround jumper a little short. Nice
addition to the team, and don't forget she had some moments where she was out with injury, couple of days of rest and time to practice. And the Fever right now look like a team that...
Here's Harrison, wing 3 is good. Izzy Harrison has to pull. No good, draws air, that's a shot clock violation.
And that defense leads to offense for them.
It's too easy for Brianna. Here's Cunningham, doing it again.
Now Liberty up big. She just brings a toughness wherever she's at. She doesn't habits and energy. Game by game here, they've been getting more whole, getting more players back that would
end June, but July they started 3-1, and now this game here tonight.
Injured, she most certainly would have been an all-star.
100%.
You know, and the utility and mobility as a big.
Johannes, corner three is good. Opponents were shooting 29.5% coming into tonight.
They're well below that.
Ball goes inside
Right now, this has happened a few times for the Liberty. And it's something
out, and even before Stephanie White came in, Caitlin Clark got in there like a...
Thanks for that, Tina.
Yeah, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
You know, and to have to play through injuries, this is something she's never experienced in her career before. Like, how to beat a player that's hurt, and with all eyes on the world on her, if we should expect to see her in a three-point contest. Or,
you know, when you have these types of injuries, it was her left groin first, she had a quad, her right groin.
although in the midst of all of that, she's still highly productive and had some iconic big...
No good off the back of the iron. Timpson came in, skied, are feeling the effects of the back-to-back. Here's Timpson. Ball knocked away by Sabrina Ionescu, and she turns around and says, Sabally have another one. No, she can't get that one from Timpson. As the Liberty up by 19 points. They've led by as many as 20. Fadeaway is good in the paint.
both ends of the court for that matter.
Yeah, we just got to continue to play off one another, 20
points total last season, and together they have... Dantas doesn't get it off, and a great defensive set for New York right at the shot. So the 4 of the 5 other Liberty starters, 22 of 39, make low squad. Dantas, no shot, no basket, but she's fouled before. They showed Micah Parsons during the break. He's here in Celebrity Row.
Basketball.
Dantas gets fouled that type of events, including meet and greets with the W's biggest stars, live panels, and in as Cloud can't get that to go. Sabally tracks it down, but
and it's looked like a very nice fit. She started to
at the beginning of the season. Nice look inside to Cunningham from Colson. Here's Boston, tries to answer. It was online, but a little too strong.
Coming up with the block on the baseline, avoids foul trouble, moves her feet. She's also an investor in an NWSL team, Boston Legacy FC.
Between the Sun and the Fever last night. And Tina Charles, after the game, as Sabally hits that.
Trading the paint.
I'll tell you what, for a 20-point game, Sabally gets it over to Stewie, lays it up, puts it in. Excellent. As Mitchell gets that to go, foul on Stewie, and she'll head to the line.
Contact, through the bumps, through the defense, down big. Now, Kelsey Mitchell is a bucket, and this is someone who had been put. They locked down Kelsey Mitchell because she was so important to the fabric of.
Izzy Harrison hits on. Here's Dantas, gets around Harrison and lays it up and in as Rebecca Gardner.
She won in 23, then played against Stephen Curry, and Natasha Cloud's in the skills.
Yes. As Hull hits 9 here tonight, as Gardner plants one. Pass deflected, Gardner, a little Euro, and during that Euro step, she got...
A lot of their plays, they've beaten the defense down the court, and shots are...
18-3, as Hull gets that midi to fall. Here's Burke. Oh, she's got another one from the wing from Stephanie White.
Bello is saying, hey, we want even more from you. The basket is so big.
The French connection right there on the bench.
I'm sure Marine will appreciate the effort and tributes.
From downtown, Indiana, 8 of 30, make that 8 of 31. As Harrison dials it up, but comes up with the back. Couldn't have made the schedule any better surrounding the All-Star break and being a bud.
So it was a tough test of the schedule on the road when they first got.
They're going to need her for that upcoming schedule there, right out of the gate of the All-Star break. Left off in Connecticut. Nice follow there by the rookie. The Fever team who came down from Boston last night after a win over the Connecticut Sun. Is the New York Liberty get back in the win column once again. They've won 4 of their last
in the game. finding one another, complete contributions up and down the roster.
Caitlin Clark being out tonight, you have to face a Kelsey Mitchell who's so prolific scoring, and the offense was contribution from the bench, but a contribution from you all over the court, scoring. You were few, but you have to face Sabrina. How you gonna handle that?
Yeah. Everything for the New York Liberty today, and she and Sabrina will represent them in the All-Star game.